Hello, welcome to It Came From the Third Party. Today, Kobold Press once again has put out another book that I have bought.
How many have you bought?
A decent amount. And
Do you legally own stock in the company?
not yet. But Wolfgang. Anyways, today we've got Tales from the Old Margreve.
Alright, and this is a lovely little series of campaigns, I guess you could say.
I guess adventures really, not campaigns, but they can all be spliced together. About adventures in a great forest.
Not just a great forest, one of the biggest forests. This is basically upstate New York, the game.
Yes. Minus all of a bad cell phone reception. But in this book, Margreve is an interesting forest. It takes a lot of cues from the old mythology of the world, where the nature itself was alive. Not personified,
Alive.
but alive.
And it is very angry when you try to do things like live in it.
Well,
in buildings.
it'll show help to you, okay? People have farms and settlements in there. You just gotta respect the tree.
But I like sacrificing your blood constantly to
The
it.
briar, those are aberrations there. Damn, Steve.
I was reading.
You have to sacrifice magic to it. Damn thing. And Margreve itself is a fairly neutral character. It's
I'd
kind
say
of character.
neutral.
It's a fairly neutral thing. You gotta pay the magic tax.
Anyone who doesn't pay the magic tax gets their ass handed to them.
That is if you're spellcasters, so fighters, barbarians. Keep doing your thing.
Oh yeah, that's another thing I found really interesting is spells get messed up in the old wood.
Yes.
So like healing magic, it'll heal you,
But less.
but less, and you'll start growing bark.
Damn right. Now this obviously serves to a companion piece of the player's guide, as mentioned in our previous video. Hopefully that will be put up so that I don't look insane for saying the statement.
Of course, I'm working on it.
Alright. In this book you'll find a slew of monsters and adventures. Now my only criticism is that there's not much ecologies in the monsters, but obviously this isn't a bestiary, this is an adventure book, so it's always great to see new creatures, but I wanted to know more about some of them. Like the
Lunarchidina?
like
Lucha...
the luchador moon monster, as I will call it from now on. It is, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like Slender Man if he was part spider and slimy and
like mummy?
yes. Anyways, he has different stats based on the phases of the moon. Now that's a great design thing. It's a little nice.
I like stuff
Tickles
like
the funny
that.
bone. It's something cool. I like it.
I like the bees that have the ageless honey that can knock you out for a month if you fail the saving throw.
Damn right.
But you don't age.
Yeah, but you'll probably die when something, eats you.
Probably.
Or like exposure to nature, I guess.
Oh, that's another thing. Don't let the trees eat you.
Yes, do not let the trees eat you.
Because the trees are hungry for blood.
Yes. Watch out for those little children, the briar bullies, and the briar men. Which I really want to know more about. So, I know if you're in the tone with beasts, the briar children, the briar bullies and briar men. Not exactly. They're kind of like vampire weeds. There's like a blight, kind of. Also, on page 151, there's a vampire with a stake through her chest. She looks very annoyed.
Well, to be fair, if a stake missed your heart, you might be fairly annoyed.
I think that's how a gift history gets made, but I don't know if that's public domain, so I don't know if Kobold Press is allowed to use gift histories.
Maybe? I don't know.
Can't remember. We should find a lawyer. My only criticism is that also that the monsters are based on adventure, not all in the back in one area. So it kind of makes splicing and taking things in this book a minor annoyance, very minor, because I have a PDF, and which you should also buy.
I don't like that barbarians don't get any big sacrifice for using their special powers, but casters do. You'd think like druids would get a power boost in the old wood.
Yeah, they get... Hey, there's this page that says their status, okay? And they get a status bonus for being in the Margreve. The Margreve is more likely to help them. Also, if you cast 9th level spell in the forest, you gain a status point. I think every time it's cast too, so in a few weeks, you have a new friend. That friend is nature. So all in all, good book. Good adventures. Fun stuff. Also a slew of magic items, but also, much like the monsters, those items are based on an individual adventure. So you gotta search through it a bit. Minor noise, but it makes some good rewards. Nothing's too overpowered. There's also random encounters, which anyone can use for any woodland environment. I mean, don't be using these in the middle of a desert. It'll be really weird.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd like to see like an Oasis version of Margreve.
I do appreciate stuff like the one lunar thing where different things are affected by the time of month it is.
Yes, the moon. Luchador.
Or special things like spell casting in this area, like, will fuck up in various ways.
Ooh, naughty word. Leave that out.
Of course.
This covered over or something. Ooh.
But
Demonetized, man. We're losing all this money, all this YouTube.
fun
money.
fact for anyone who actually sees this: if you do not curse in the first 45 seconds, but do later in the video, it is less likely to get demonetized.
Huh. Well, all we have to do is get watched. The algorithm don't count. So all in all, great book. Fun times.
Yeah.
I like looking through it. It's much like my Kobold Press Midgard World book. I love it. It's a nice little thing.
Oh yeah, that was the comb.
One of the things in the Hollow Man looks like a xenomorph made out of hippie stuff. I like that.
Yeah, it looks like the Xenomorph mixed with Burning Man.
And hopefully it'll be like Wicker Man with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
So yes to bees. Yes for bees. Oh
All
god,
the
yes
bees.
to bees.
Oh God, please.
And the Tree Skinner Dryad. That is some cool looking art. Yep. So remember,
Highly recommend.
if you want forest theme fun, pick up Margreve Player's Guide, and you are all set.
All right, we'll see you next time.
Thanks.